Hello, welcome and welcome back. This is Jacob and today we are gonna be continuing the Let's Play for Reverse 1999. Alright, today we hop into Chapter 4. Last time we ended up on, Vertin falling for every single bit of breadcrumb that was laid out for her from our dear old lady chess player, who is so shrewd. Damn. I do wonder what's gonna become of the lady. I don't think we're gonna be getting rid of her this soon, but whatever happens in this chapter is probably gonna set something on the course of things, but we'll see. But yeah, damn, last chapter was definitely a doozy of, well, this is happening. But yeah, very interesting last chapter, and I'm looking forward to this one. And one comment that was left on the previous episode made me even more interested in this chapter, and that comment came from a person by the handle of by the way, I like the name, I like Mario 6965, who said, "Love the video." That's it. That's literally why I selected the comment. Thank you very much. I joke, of course. You continue by saying, "Can't wait for you to see Chapter 4. It feels like the test to see if you're actually interested in the story or not, because it's very good if you are, but very boring if you aren't." This comment stood out to me because it made me interested. Is Chapter 4 really that decisive for people? Like, if they get fully hooked on the story, or is this the chapter where they drop the story if they don't get hooked on it and then just keep playing and do the usual gacha stuff? Because that really made me interested in it. I do, or rather, it made me more interested in a chapter seeing that comment to see what happens. I am interested in the story. I am interested in what's gonna happen next and how everything fits together. Like, I already have a couple of things brewing in my head regarding both Vertin, the storm, and some minute little things, but mostly around those two topics. But we'll see if anything. Probably not gonna be explaining for a while, but I am definitely interested to see where the story is gonna lead to, and what everything has to do with everything. Essentially, I am definitely hooked. Look, I was hooked in the first chapter. Like, the big hook in the first chapter for me personally was literally the one throwaway line where a random no-faced NPC in the background was saying stuff about, "Hey, we have this explosive device that we named literally after a Bible verse." That we named after a freaking Bible verse. And I'm like, huh, well, you're bringing in interesting topics right now, buddy. That was my, probably not the biggest hook, but that was definitely one of the hooks that got me, we're bringing in interesting topics if this is how we're dealing with certain shits in the story. But yeah, definitely, I'm there to see how this story is gonna go and continue this series. So yeah, thank you very much for the comment. And one final thing before we head into Chapter 4 today. Quick little update and just a forecast of sorts, you could say. I have already posted this on the community post from yesterday. That is pretty much just, here is what's coming this week, as always at the beginning of a week. But considering that the later half of this week is gonna be super busy for me, especially here on the channel, the next episode for this Let's Play is more than likely gonna be delayed. I cannot guarantee anything yet. If everything goes fine and I don't feel super exhausted after I'm done recording some stuff for the Arcanists portion of the channel, then the next part is gonna be out on Saturday at the latest, or rather at the earliest. If not on Saturday, then on Monday. I'm bringing this up mostly because, like I said, Thursday and onwards is gonna be hell. Super hell. Because on Thursday, for those of you who don't follow Arknight stuff, on Thursday is the release of a big, very anticipated side story for Arknights, which is a prequel, which will bring in probably details that are super important for a lot of things that we have been loosely hearing about, and no one was specifically talking about what the hell transpired in that past. And yeah, Babel is gonna be huge. In some regards, people have been clamoring about that goddamn story for months, and I have been sticking my head into the sand into mud, into earth, into concrete, and into steel, not to get spoiled on anything. And I am definitely looking forward to both read and do a voiceover for that story. And speaking of that, just to give you guys who are on board with just reavers here, just to give you an idea of how much more of a workhorse the Arcanist stuff is, for this, for example, for the reavers let's play, it takes me about, put together with everything, like from both recording like right now, to editing, to rendering, to uploading and letting YouTube do its stuff, it's probably like around 5 hours. That's it. At least for now, where I don't have much complicated shit to cut out or cut around or do anything crazy with it. 5 hours and it's kinda done. Perfect. Like I said, this is an entry series for me with the Let's Play stuff. Arcanist stuff, on the other hand, which I'm turning into the stories into fully voiceovers with both narration, voice acting, and a lot of other stuff that comes in between, and a lot of other details that are either important or just flash out some stuff. Just recording the cutscenes for 25% of the story, which culminates into like a 2-hour episode like this is, for example, will take me, just recording the cutscenes, will take me about 8 to 12 hours. And that is no extra like intro, outro, bits in between, maybe something else on top. That is just the cutscenes. I can guarantee you that will take anywhere between 8 to 12 hours, depending on how tough some stuff is to do. And yeah, it's probably gonna take the wind out of me. So yeah, all I'm saying is it's gonna be a wild week, and especially with also the release of goddamn Metaphor Refantatio on top of it, which will be streamed on the channel here from Friday until Sunday, at least for those 3 days, because I am very hyped for that shit as well. This is a hype week. This is a very, very hype week for me. With a lot of stuff releasing at once, because yes, of course it has to. But yeah, anyway, apologies for the long rant here at the beginning. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little intro, and so you know what to expect and when to expect the next part. But anyway, chapter 4, and I hope I'm gonna be pronouncing this thing correctly. El Oro de los Tigres, or as it translates into English, the Gold of the Tigers, which apparently is a direct reference to a selection of poetry by the Argentinian author of Jorge Luis Borges. Hope I said that one correctly as well, on top of everything. But yeah, I didn't find much else about what the poems are about specifically, but that is what I found out essentially. So you can look it up. Maybe you can tell me what the poems are about. But anyway, also before we head in, I've noticed this little thing written here in the card here, which is pretty much just "Happy Birthday to you." And oh boy, upon noticing that in the middle, did that not flash me back to a certain anime show from I think it was last year, that gave me happy birthday PTSD. And I'm looking at you, goddamn Mobile Suit Gundam, which for Mercury. Never in my life did I think that the happy birthday song is gonna cause me to twitch and feel sad and about to cry. That show gave me PTSD. For those of you who have watched it, you know why. It was a good show anyway. Satisfied my mecha heart. Anyway, chapter 4. So I've looked at this last time, but there is not much to see outside of what is highlighted right now, and this looks like a huge map with a lot of buildings. So let's begin. And also, before I forget, because it's gonna be very, very low in volume if I don't do this. Alright, cutscene only, huh? An old umbrella. You've had it before. The silent, old, and familiar black. Alright. Oh, shit. That's an emblem. Druvis, why are we starting with sweet ASMR into my ear?
Vertin.
Oh. Through the window, she sees a beam of light. Wait, is that real? How is it written? Through the window, she sees a beam of light penetrates the statue suspended in time. I think there is something missing here. Hold on. Through the window, she sees a beam of light that penetrates the statue suspended in time. That sounds better.
I saw Vertin by the storm.
Uh-huh. You had a vision of Vertin?
No.
Hmm?
It's just a nightmare.
The slender figure gets up. The lobby is as spacious as it used to be, but she's the only being walking across it now.
A nightmare overly real. Is it because I haven't seen them for so long?
Rarely this place would be in such serenity. Since their return to the Foundation, each one of them has been invited...
Vertin was the first to leave. She said she was going to talk to Madame Z about which department we would belong to. I haven't heard from her since then.
Yes. Here are their background reports I wrote for your perusal.
Her umbrella...
Then, Sotheby. Her boredom was swept away by the invitation. She departed in such a haste that her beloved doll was left behind on the carpet.
Okay, that's
Mrs.
hers.
Sotheby, a well-educated lady born in a traditional Arcanist family. She comes from an extremely privileged background. Her family had a special influence around the world. Besides, she has limited social skills and scientific knowledge. It will be difficult to assimilate her.
Compared to Sotheby, Mr. Apple was apparently not very happy to be invited. When he left, he turned a little green.
Mr. Apple, under his modest and gentle appearance, lies a sharp perception by nature.
Mm-hmm.
Being so erudite, he always has his own views of our historical intelligence. As far as I know, he remains upset about Captain Regulus's involuntary affiliations with the Foundation.
Makes sense.
While Regulus has never been truly accepted by the Foundation.
Huh.
She has missed out all the education and training a member of the Foundation should have received. The influence left by the outside world on her is like a banner among the ordinary staff in the Foundation. A banner way too salient. Once the banner was held up, new arguments were raised, and thus exacerbated the factional conflict inside the Foundation.
Factional conflict? There ought to be no factions in the Foundation. All of us share one common goal. You should know that well.
Mm-hmm. Also, now that I have the opportunity, all of that was auto-scrolling. Kinda wish the auto-scrolling text where you actually need to read it yourself would be on screen a tiny bit longer, cause even when I try to go faster, it really goes fast. Which was it? Rarely this place would be in such serenity. Since their return to the Foundation, each of them has been invited to a one-on-one talk with the Foundation's personnel. Okay, that's what I missed. Also, there was a couple of interesting books on the shelf.
But the conflict has been there all the time. And it only grows. The group that believes in mankind's supremacy is splitting the Foundation's belief apart.
Mm-hmm.
So, time isn't the only thing you've been observing these years.
The conflicts cannot be covered by regulations anymore, Madam Z. The storm has been here for 8 years. None of the people who are left behind can shake off the influence it brought. Human technologies are being reversed, while Arcanum is blooming.
Mm-hmm.
The unexpected first storm brought more than half of the Foundation's elite members away from us. The number of staff of the House of Integratus and the committee cannot compare with that of their heyday, even now. In order to contend against Manus Vindictae, we have kept absorbing Arcanists from the outside world. However, the dissenting voices have only grown louder, loud enough to be heard, and have become a faction that couldn't be shaken. The Mankind Caucus.
Mankind Caucus, huh?
Beyond their control, these new Arcanists only brought fear. They demand an unchallengeable power to make decisions, and a harsher control of Arcanists. Madam Z.
Of course I do.
I don't want my friends or me to be the sacrifice of this conflict, as we were 4 years ago.
Aww. Yeah.
That's why you handed in the background reports of those Arcanists as the evidence for your proposition in the negotiation.
Also, by the way, a random comment. I'm starting to be more interested in Z here. Especially after the last chapter and how, even if it's very subtle, she's definitely not fully on board with what Chess Lady is doing. She's definitely like in two minds across the thing. Or is maybe trying to find something to stop her as well? I don't know. She's leaving me with that kind of feeling.
Vertin, what do you want?
A neutral, safe, and legitimate place for us.
Mm-hmm.
What if I'm also on the side of Mankind Caucus?
I don't know whose side you're on, but I believe the future you pursue doesn't end up with the Foundation being split apart by factional conflict.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I learnt from that stormy night.
Huh.
Your eyes told me.
Yeah.
You didn't belong to that chess game.
Yeah. She read it like a book.
You may leave the reports. I need some time.
No matter what your decision is. Thank you.
Aww. In the middle of the office stands... Oh my god, again. Okay, picks up the phone.
Please put me through Delegate Mark.
Delegate Mark? Okay. Is it gonna stop in the background if I do this? I'm watching you, game. Okay, thank you. In the middle of the office stands solely the lady in white. She flips through the files, sighs, and then picks up the phone. Okay, it's not auto-scrolling, good. The long hallway is located between the committee and the House of Integratus, forming a bridge between the two... Loki? Loki of power. Familiar and unfamiliar ones bustle around in the hallway, holding proposals that only have a 1 in 10 chance of passing.
Hey, Vertin.
Medical staff 1.
Hello.
Your friend is waiting for you in the rehab center. Mesmer Jr., remember?
Uh-huh.
Let us take you there, so you guys can catch up.
Uh-huh. Is this how she's gonna end up in that state? Oh? A star. Wet letter. A letter with lovely stems wet by dews. Oh boy. Oh, this is definitely a long war. Oh. Dear Z. The last person from who would I expect a letter. I am glad to hear from you. About what you wrote to ask, I didn't find anything. No one in the French branch knows about the storm, including the leader and some of the senior officers. I think you have to give up on this one. But we need to know more about the storm, so do those big shots. That's why the Foundation is desperate for a source of information and values the Timekeeper so much. That being the case, we are back to the beginning. How ridiculous. I don't think there is anything else I can do for you or her. The good news is, my business trip to the French branch has been smooth, and I am estimated to be back in the headquarters tomorrow afternoon. I'm writing this before my way back so I can use the beautiful special stamp I got here. Okay. Maybe we Maybe we can have another game by then. The people here are not good at ping pong, so things become boring after I had beaten everyone I saw. Now that I know that Z is putting up a Hong Kong accent, like you guys said, isn't this a bit too much of a staple that someone from Hong Kong is it a thing in Hong Kong that ping pong is that popular that it's become like a staple for this kind of thing? Oh, you're from China, you must be good at ping pong, right? Anyway, sorry. By the way, congratulations on your promotion. I'm glad to know you have already adapted to the style of communication and the work in the Foundation. Clever as you are, we all know you were still thinking and acting the scientist way. Anyway, the time no longer goes forward, but it didn't stop. It has brought us to this mess and we have to do something. One more thing. Keep the black umbrella you mentioned. You don't always get to find a rain gear used by someone that witnesses and braves the storm. Yours, Katz, from the French branch. Huh, keep the black umbrella you mentioned. You don't always get to find a rain gear used by someone that witnesses and braves the storm. Huh. Does she have Vertin's umbrella? Or an umbrella that Vertin used to have? Or maybe someone else? Interesting. Also, give me those rewards. Thank you. Alright, the Outsider. Oh, now we're down here. Hold on. I'm probably gonna keep on doing this and checking the maps in between these stages because I'm very curious. There was a couple of times in stage 2, oh sorry, chapter 3 where there was shit going on in another portion of the map, but anyway. Oh, another cutscene only, huh? The Outsider. Under the bricks and stones, few plants can vegetate here.
Miss Druvis, we are waiting for your response.
Huh. Again with the masks.
Now, I am the last to be invited.
Is there anything else that concerns you, Miss Druvis?
When will my friends come back?
They are waiting for you outside the suitcase, just as we are. All we want is an opportunity to talk to you face to face.
Said the guy with the mask on its face. On his face.
Please wait a moment.
There is no time to feel attached to the past. She looks at the brown granules in her palm. These are seeds of trees. As she wags the fingers, the seeds are sprinkled on the ground by the stairs. They quickly roll and disappear in the gaps and crevices. What did you leave behind? Like a deterrent? Hi. Oh boy. Of course they're not here. Well... Of course she wants to talk to her. And also this answers the question of is she still around? So yeah. But yeah, of course she would want to talk to her. Druvis was part of Manus Vindictae. Anyway. Her friends are not here, of course.
May I ask where we are?
The library. A place where people let down their guards. Trust always facilitates cooperation, don't you think?
But I don't even know your name.
The name is Constantine. I'm the Vice President of the Joint Committee of the Foundation. Please allow me to extend a welcome on behalf of the Foundation.
She taps her pen on the table and calls out a thin pile of documents. The signatures are left blank on the paper.
We have sent this document into that suitcase days ago. I should assume that you have read it. What's your conclusion then, Ms. Weyerhaeuser?
Are you referring to inviting Sotheby, Mr. Apple and me to join the Foundation? We need to discuss this with Vertin before we give you a proper response. We don't know much about the Foundation. As far as I'm concerned, I do not yet intend to join any organization.
That is to say, you are inclined to turn down my proposal.
Getting a lot of Druvis ASMR this chapter.
My apologies. Vertin has not only been of great help to us, but also saved us from the storm.
Holy hell. I hope that was picked up very well with the mic. As a side note, if whatever loud sound you just heard got picked up, my city and my house live on a line where jets, and by that I mean MiGs, fly over, because close to the capital, close to the main airport, and close to military bases, and at certain times of day, in the morning, like right now, MiGs will fly across my city, or above my city rather, and it's very loud, and it's very annoying, but you get to learn to live with it, but it's kind of funny when the mic picks it up. Anyway.
I cannot accept the invitation without her opinion. Neither can I make decisions for others.
Fair enough.
Constantine gets up on her feet and walks to the other side of the table. There stands an unfinished car tower, and I can still hear the jet plane in the back.
You, who accidentally and rather luckily escaped from the storm in 1929, and now seek refuge from the Foundation. Weyerhaeuser, Sotheby, and Apple, you are the spire of the tower. Between you and the Foundation, the stories in the middle are our investigators who go out to rescue the wandering Arcanists and humans. Vertin is one of them.
That clipped through.
Merely a drop in the ocean. Vertin, indeed, is the key to connect you and the Foundation. But let's not forget, only an entity as massive and powerful as the Foundation can provide you with long-lasting protection. Without the Foundation's supplies, manpower, and technology, even Vertin can barely sail against the great tides of history, let alone the ordinary people, whose fate is doomed to struggle in the endless hazards of time. Open your eyes and take a look. We are the unshakable fortress you should rely on.
This chick.
Do you still wish to talk to Vertin first? She's receiving a treatment from us, which means she won't make it back by your side before any decision is made.
Oh, okay. I had a feeling that they are keeping her in there intentionally, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's a painful face. But yeah, she's definitely trying to have Vertin's friends do something Or rather, sign up with the Foundation before Vertin wakes up again.
Her suitcase will also be retrieved for research purposes after the meeting. As compensation for your displacement, we will arrange you a more decent room.
Or rather, like she just said, or pretty much just vaguely said, she's trying to split them up.
Ms. Z will show you around the headquarters tomorrow.
Miss Z is underlined, okay.
Go walk around and meet some people. Perhaps it will help you see what the most beneficial choice to all of us would be. I will wait for your answer. But don't keep me waiting for too long.
This bitch. Alright. You're definitely painting a picture of yourself. Nothing special, huh? Okay, moving on to... Whoa. What is happening? Oh, the breeze mode? Don't need that. Thank you. Game, I'm fine for now. I don't need to switch to breeze mode, but it's nice that it exists. Breezy mode is available starting from chapter 4. Select this mode for easier battles while still enjoying all of the chapters to the fullest. You can still choose to clear stages directly in story mode, which will earn you the stage completion reward for both story and breezy mode. Okay. Just gonna... yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm not touching that. For now, I think I'm fine. So, a coat rack. Hopping and bouncing, it marches forward with the pride of an alchemist and the manner of a lady. Huh? Oh, is that... What is that? Is that... That's not Matilda's pawn, is it? Oh, we do have other shit here. Oh, Drew... Is that Druvis and Constantine? I think... no. Is it? Maybe. Alright. Let's see.
Yes. I've received the report on the Chicago office. Well done.
The envelope leaves her and flies out the window. Madame Z quickly walks through the crowds and stops at the door in a hallway. Whoa. Aside from the vibrant secretary area, the entire hallway is bathed in a serene vibe. This is the door to her own office.
Good timing.
Oh boy. Oh, you are... Every single frame of her is literally just painting her as, hey, I'm the villain. Oh.
Did I startle you? Considering what we've been through together, I didn't expect you to be as surprised as Miss Weyerhaeuser was.
Ma'am, if you're if I would... Even if there were multiple people in this house, if I were to enter my own room, and someone who usually isn't in my room is literally just sitting there, I would fucking jump. And then I would grab you by the collar and toss you the fuck out. And you have a big collar there. It's easy to grab.
Sharon didn't tell me you're here.
There's no need to tense up. I told her not to say anything. I have talked to Miss Weyerhaeuser. Everything is going well. She's gotten quite a shock. That little pale face. Like a stressed cat. She's in dire need of comfort from a friend.
Duh. And you're the friend?
What do you want me to do?
To do what a good tamer would do. Reach her with a sincere, friendly gesture. Ease their pains, answer their questions, and lead them on to the right path.
That feels like such a throwaway line, but addressing yourself with a sentence of, to do what a good tamer would do. Like she's taming animals. Great. I will say though, I like her as a villain.
Of course. Most importantly, make them be of use to us, to serve the course of the peace of mankind.
I see.
Constantine feels pleased with her response. She gets up and walks towards the door.
None of them has signed the agreement. But this recruitment is essential for us. For the short term and for the long run. Can you see what I am doing?
Madame Z listens with her head bowed. Constantine smiles.
Oh, and there's one more thing. Don't address her as Miss Weyerhaeuser. She doesn't like it.
I'll take note on that.
She stares at her until that slim, tall figure goes through the door and disappears in a distant light.
5 2/3 portions of silver wine, 20 drops of toad oil.
That was Sotheby's.
Crumbles of pure gold from Ucayali.
The goober is back. Oh no, what are you mixing? Sotheby rests her head on the table, stirring the semi-solid liquid in the tube. Semi-solid? She contemplates for a bit and takes out 2 more tubes with bright colored materials inside from under her dress. Excuse me?
Last ingredient. The burning acid salts.
The burning acid salts?
Sotheby's incredible shape-shifting potion will be done at any minute.
Shape-shifting potion. Oh god. The burning acid salts fall into the bowl, and out of that bowl raises a strange smell.
What is going on? The edge of the potion has turned pink.
Oh god. Oh no, what did she make?
Blimey! It's the iron bowl! It reacted with the potion!
Oh god.
Oh no, this is not good. What effect will it cause now? I should have brought my crucible with me. Nothing can work as a decent vessel here.
Well, if you're lucky, you just made pure acid and you just toss it on the door and you're out. She jumps up with annoyance and starts taking circles in the room.
Time is against me. Dinner will be served at any minute. I have to make up my mind now.
She's quickly counting the ingredients hidden under her dress. 23, 24, 106. What? How much shit do you have under the dress? Not far away from the room, footsteps come closer and closer to her closed door.
Miss Sotheby, dinner is ready.
Quick, toss the potion on the guy.
Wait! Don't come in! I don't have enough ingredients for another potion. What can I do?
Toss it at the guy.
This could be the last chance to make it out.
Miss Sotheby, do you need help?
I am putting on stockings. This is ladies' dressing time, so don't you come in. Just a minute.
Oh god. The tube is radiating heat in her palm.
It's alright. I'll be fine. I may look a bit different from expected, but it doesn't matter.
Uh-huh.
3, 2, 1.
Oh no. Oh god, she swallowed it. She inhales deeply and finishes the potion in one gulp. The unperfect potion flows through her throat, reeking of the smell of timber in her esophagus. She feels something is tickling her in the hair, and her head seems to lose its weight. Her nails become fluffy like cotton, stretching out in all directions. Oh god, what are you? There seems to be a sun hatching in her larynx, hanging over the rest of her body. This is a feeling too distinct to be overlooked. She became a coat rack. Her potion turned her into a coat rack. Are we gonna be playing prop hunt now?
But I made it, didn't I? Let me see. What am I now? A coat rack? Impossible. I was expecting a movable tennis ball.
I mean...
Miss Sotheby?
Just stand on a corner and pretend you're an actual coat rack.
Please excuse me, but I have to open the door.
Creak, and the door opens.
Miss Sotheby?
Just hold very still. The guard freezes with a dinner plate, looking up and down in bewilderment. There is truly no one in the room, nor any places for anyone to hide.
Huh?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
This coat rack. Was it here before?
Absolutely yes. He doesn't like the way it stands there. He turns his face around to the desk. He certainly can't miss that muddy, semi-finished potion in the bowl. He cautiously dips his gloved fingers in that suspicious mud and takes a whiff.
She must still be in the room.
Uh-oh. Yes, indeed. Suffering she is in this very room. Itchy. Incredibly itchy. Her throat feels as if it become a lump of soil, where water weeds grow vigorously, and they are dancing and burning. Oh god, that is the... Feeling that tiny little itch in your throat when you're trying to speak is the worst, or not to speak, is the worst thing ever. You're trying to cough, but you can't. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh no. Oh no.
Miss Sotheby!
Hmm? Oh no. She grips her hat, jumping like a standing twig towards the open door. What a strenuous move, what a painful pace. She can't help missing the days when she could walk with two legs. But the guard seizes her by the pole.
Miss Sotheby, you are not allowed to leave the room without permission. Please forgive me for being violent.
No.
It's the Iron Bowl's fault! This is false imprisonment! I must get out of here today! Bodyguards! Bodyguards!
Sotheby, did I miss the... Alright, let's see, what do we have? Who are we fighting? We're fighting the guards. Do we have... We have individually named people again. Let's see then. Regular Guard Lawrence, a dedicated officer who guards the lobby of the Foundation building. Lawrence has yet to protect any famous people, even though he was always the top student in his class. However, he still believes that there is a deeper meaning behind his duty. Regular Guard Josephine, Josephine has guarded all kinds of guests for the Foundation, but has yet to be promoted. Which mission went awry? Regular guard Ellen. Ellen has no complaints about being employed here by mistake. He attributes this to an anonymous favor, or perhaps the milk he drinks every morning for breakfast. My man. Regular guard Hampton. A nod for odd numbers, a smile for even numbers. Hampton counts every person who passes by. Occasionally he misses one or two, but never intentionally. Alright. Regular guard Eismer? It's difficult for Eismer to distinguish between each visitor. Fortunately, he found a solution and now silently follows his colleagues. Okay. That's a selection of people. Oh my god, they have the most 1960s sci-fi guns in existence. This thing is literally just a phaser from old Star Trek. Alright. The secret attempt has failed. The dignified Kotrak is now joining the fight. What? Oh my god, she actually is here. Sotheby? Oh well. Oh well. Time to protect Sotheby, I guess. Does she do anything in the fight? Can I actually see? Hold on. Can I actually see? Oh my god. A familiar Kotrak. What do you have? Smart use of Kotrak. At the end of round 1 and at the end of every 2 rounds afterwards, casts triple dose 1 time. 1 more dose. At the end of every 2 rounds, casts concentrated essence. Okay. Interesting. Well, let's see what that amounts to.
Loading is certainly a choice. Our blood will burn.
Kinda just wanna see what happens.
Barrage.
Oh, she poisons enemies.
Thunder, attack.
Okay, that's cool. Anyway, let's do this.
I hope you like a splash of red.
Barrage.
Okay then.
I will pray for you. Sorry.
Oh god. Oh no. Uh-huh. Bless you? The potion Sotheby smashes on the floor has taken effect. The guard is deeply troubled by the sneezes, one after another.
You can never seize Miss Sotheby, the great potion alchemist.
Sotheby? What is smeared all over you? What is that jello? That just looks like you were murdered in a Danganronpa game. More of the people in white are attracted by the noises in this room.
What's going on? What's wrong, Miss Sotheby? Your dress is a mess. Ugh, this room smells terrible.
Oh, my body is back. The potion's effect wears off.
Aww. Oh? The guard, covered in odd slime, tries to get up off the floor with great effort.
It's good to see you here. We must apply for more guards for this room.
Mm-hmm. Ah, good old Sotheby. Did I miss thee? The only thing missing now is Regulus. And her shenanigans. Okay, what do we have? Ooh. The conch shell is back. Time to listen to good old growly voice. The sun will continue to rise.
You fall back into the crowd. I understand. I can feel the desire and depression burning deep inside your brain. You are longing to be a part of an absurd, broken, bizarre Arcanum story, reaches beyond your imagination and past experience.
Breaking the fourth wall again.
But sorry, I can't help but laugh. You got into some trouble and have to run around blindly among those in white robes like a panicked ant. Come on, close your eyes. Imagine inside a TV with static noise. A red-nosed bad guy opens his arms to you and says, "Welcome to the human world."
Is that a reference to something? These stupid commas. I'm already in a human world. Let's go with a comedic one. These stupid commas.
I know, dude. As puzzling as our usual big shots. They stand on the podium with a mic in their hands, and everyone can see their uvula trembling from their wide open mouths as they speak.
I know, dude. I love this guy.
Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Comma, comma, comma. Everyone has to wait for what will happen with a full bladder and an empty stomach.
I was about to ask, is the beginning of the sentence still the same guy? It is, of course. Nice range, buddy.
Listen, this is not just a world of Arcanists. Arcanists, Arcanum creatures, and even Arcanum itself are but insignificant existence hidden beneath all else. You must learn about those who are in power at the present moment. They live on the other side of the earth, setting rules on the thrones in the scarcely populated wilderness.
You must learn about those who are in power at the present moment. They live on the other side of the earth, setting rules on the thrones in this scarcely populated wilderness.
Much has been done for the Order. For the vision, for the ultimate goal which will satisfy the majority, yet sacrifice the minority. They wage wars and strike deals, building a pyramid that symbolizes supreme power, with skeletons of the commoners. No, I'm not telling a lame villain story. On the contrary, it's a boring documentary about those in power standing between the sky and the earth, seeking the real meaning of fairness and ideals. There's still plenty of time. Go ahead, keep moving, but don't jump to any conclusion. Just make sure you're always on the way, so you will learn more about humans. More and more.
This is an interesting sentence to say at this time, and I was literally saying at the beginning of this episode that I already have some kind of theories buzzing in my head about Vertin and the storm, and now this guy, don't jump to any conclusions.
Take the microscope with you and dig into the rotten history of those poor little things.
Sure. Very interesting. I like this guy. Alright, next part. Raise a glass. Oh, this is... Okay, this is the medical room where Vertin is in. Okay, there is Mesmer, Druvis, Z, I guess? I think that's Z's pawn. Who's this one? Oh, they're separated by glass, so she is isolated, of course. Anything hidden? No? No, just gonna be that. Alright then. Let's begin. See, we are all experts in vodka. Oh, it's what's her face? The chick that was flying on the broom. Lilya? Brisk, lively, running footsteps each between the walls of the empty hallway. Echo, not each.
Miss Lilya!
Hey, Leilani!
Here you are. Our teacher asked me to give you this and ask you to help us to
Yes, my dear scatterbrain. Leilani suddenly stops herself. She scratches her head bewilderedly.
To evaluate the mock exam of Xena's enrollment procedure.
Holy shit! Well, you're definitely older. My god, you changed. Jesus.
Oh, right. That's it. I couldn't find you anywhere. They said you were in the rehab center, so I came here. As quickly as possible. Well, turns out the moment I saw you, the thing just slipped my mind. I'm overexcited.
That's normal for you.
Alright, I got it.
I'll head back then. It's a great pleasure to see you today. Miss Lilya, woohoo! Go for it! Ale! Ganbatte!
We needed a Japanese in there. Leilani waves at her, running away delightfully.
Why go for it, me? Do I look like a stagiaire to her? Неважно. Let me check.
Неважно.
Elevation, 2,500 feet. Mountainous terrain. Dense forest area, good atmospheric visibility. Enemies. Groups of ground-based wood critters and airborne Elitio species 04.
An assignment for her? Right. Conditions. Okay, that's all she literally just read. Also, one of those 3 stars, like a difficulty, sorta? Or the total amount of stars on these things?
If we were to engage the enemy in this dense forest and fight in close range, our mobility will be largely reduced, and we can't barrel roll to dodge attacks from the ground. But if we pull up and deal with the Air Force first... close enough. Ready to fight.
Lilya signs her name on the paper. Oh. Alright, time to fight. Is it just gonna be the red on critters? It is. Alright. Let's do this.
Program activated. Faraday's Miracle.
Delete it.
And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
Absolutely delete it.
That's it. Skучный.
Skучny.
What kind of new recruits they will let in by giving out such a simple exam?
She takes a few mouthfuls from the military canteen hanging on her belt.
Are you evaluating the battlefield mock exam for this year? I heard Zeno has updated their question bank.
Madame Z walks up to her from the other end of the hallway. Not far away from her, a dressy stranger follows.
Nah, just killing time.
She throws the exam paper aside, looking up and down at the wand-holding newcomer. Their eyes meet. Druis.
I smelled bison grass.
Huh?
In your canteen.
Huh, right. Authentic Zubrovka. One of the few pastimes I have here. Wanna have a sip?
No, thank you. It smells fresh. Tender. Like thyme and lavender in spring. I believe it is precious.
You can smell things. Fresh indeed. Made in 1929. I'll say it's already about, forget it. I don't do maths.
A sensitive time. Without saying any more words, they all cast their eyes on the closest window. Hey, there she is. Oh, and you can see Druvis in the reflection. Behind that window on the bed lies a patient, securely packed by magnetic coils, rubber tubes, and a transparent helmet.
So, you're here for Vertin too?
I'm showing her around the Foundation, and decided to drop by the rehab center.
Mesmer Jr. sits by the bed. She has noticed the visitors at the window, but she doesn't turn around to them. Her back stiffens even more, a sign of vigilance. The ward is also guarded by several staff members of the rehabilitation center. Their state-of-the-art equipment spirals up their uniforms.
Does she dream?
Sometimes.
Madame Z stares at the reflection of Druvis's face on the glass.
Let me show you somewhere else.
Druvis does not say another word. Silently, she follows Madame Z and moves toward the other side of the hallway. Neither of them look back. At one point or another, their figures overlap each other, as if they were the same person. Lilya turns her eyes back on the inert person in bed. She jiggles the canteen in her hand. It's still half full.
You have a good taste, Bellwether. Never tried the vodka from 1929 before. Good for you to get this in the US, when both alcohol and coumarin were banned. The thing you said about take care of them for me when necessary, I'll consider it.
She's a good sport. Oh?
Raise a glass, Padruga. To your health, your soon recovery.
Aww.
To our better lives. To this unknown date, to this messed up time. За здоровье.
That's very sweet. Yeah, she has definitely drawn many people to her side, didn't she?
I have a basic idea of this place now. I'll walk you to your room.
Since she was that tiny age of 12 when it all pretty much started.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What do I have to do so you will release Vertin?
Huh. Someone has hit the nail on the head. Yup. Also, the way this is going now, this just makes me feel that instead of being in the past, this entire chapter is gonna be in the present. Well, present is a very big stretch to say, considering we're going back in time with everything, but anyway. This, you guys know what I mean. This chapter is gonna be in the present, and we're gonna be dealing with whatever needs to be done to let Vertin wake up. Unless by the end of the chapter she's gonna wake up by herself somehow.
It depends on what you hope to achieve.
Or Madame Z is gonna wiggle her way through somehow. Behind the back of Constantine.
Depends on us. Is that what you said? Vertin, the person we rely on, is being hypnotized in the rehab center. That suitcase, the world we inhabit, has been taken away for research purposes. It's as if the whole thing was manipulated to leave us high and dry and isolated, so that you would have something on us. We do not have a choice, Madame Z.
However, if we change the condition, that something they have can turn the negotiation around and in your favor.
I do not understand what you mean.
Before she went to the rehab center, Vertin asked me about which department you would be in. And we have worked out a feasible proposal.
Uh-huh.
But a catalyst is what we need at present. The quiet, mild, and tranquil status quo makes the change seem unnecessary. A proper gust of wind, will vitalize the wave of change and push it to the cusp of revolution.
You mean... But it is risky.
Hmm?
That's true. I cannot give you any promises. But a fixed pattern of management will only impede the development of everyone. I hold the same idea as Vertin's in this case.
Mm-hmm.
Or, there is another path in front of you. Sign your name and become an official member of the Foundation. A path that many Arcanists who cannot support themselves yearn for.
So... you are not inducing me to join the Foundation?
I'm here to show you around. My senior asked me to make sure that you had a comforting tour. I hope this tour is helpful for you.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Curious. She's doing stuff in the back. A notebook left aside. A neat detailed note shows Juan's longing. 206th LSCC seminar. Note. At the meeting this morning, MP Callaghan and his great-grandson Dr. Callaghan Jr. submitted the research report on zebra crossing, lemon, snow leopard pattern, and transportation and teleportation arcanum rituals in joint names. In the report, they mention an innovational point. Pardon. In the report, they mention an innovational point of view on the relations between zebra crossing and the crisis in human subconsciousness, and that between horse herds and the feeling. And that between horse herds and the feeling of levitation. Okay. Supported by a considerable amount of experimental data, they were granted Series D funding of level 1 to 11 by the LSCC founding channel. In the same meeting, Chinguis? Okay, no idea how that is supposed to be pronounced. Chinguis 1-07 stable release was displayed, which were given rounds of applause in the room for 17.8 seconds. There is no doubt that the display has won. There is no doubt that the display that has won was a great success. I feel like I'm encountering typos more often all of a sudden. It was a pair of artificial lower limbs, its skin and blood vessels crafted through cell reproduction and monkey brain transplantation, and bones and muscles made with branches, white crystal powder, woolen threads, and golden privates from the southeast of France. It is capable of all kinds of movements, including walking, running, jumping, and gymnastics moves. It could even spider walk on the wall for 120.7 seconds. Spider walk on the wall. Why? Just as its inventor Mr. Perotti said, centered on the rationality and efficiency we'll learn from human civilization when we harness the unstable, ever-changing Arcanum technology, so we can provide real, stable help for more people. There is no doubt Chinguis is a good example of LSCC's core philosophy. Yes, this is the Laplace Scientific Computing Center. I think I'm going to enjoy working here. At 11:21, on September 19th, Mesmer Jr., Laplace Minute Book M, Volume 01, Page 1. Alright. But yeah, I'm starting to see some minute little typos, or... well, not even typos, just like they forgot a single word. Ooh. This place looks dilapidated, and... Sotheby, what are you doing? What is happening? Oh boy. In the castle, harder than the sands, warmer than the stones. Another shelter that you can count on. Sotheby, what are you doing?
Where on earth do these seeds come from?
Or...
They're stuck in the crevices. Can't even get them out with the gravity vacuum cleaner. It's like they're rooted.
Excuse me, a gravity vacuum cleaner? Also, seeds, huh? The ones that Druvis left behind?
They weren't here until a few days ago. I heard some of these seeds were also found in the rehab center, but the staff there got rid of them in no time.
Oh, she's leaving her seeds everywhere. Oh. Is that why Z is leading her around? Like she's helping her spread her seeds everywhere?
Bloody hell. Looks like we have to dig them out one by one with our fingers. Gotta get it done before the inspector's here.
Seed? What seed?
Oh, she's excited.
Let me take a look.
She stands on tiptoe, trying her best to figure out what's happening outside the room through the ground glass.
Oh, I can't see anything. I'm so bored.
Aww, sweet little baby.
Do I really have to sign the agreement to get out? But I haven't discussed it with anyone yet. A fair lady always thinks it through and reaches an agreement with the adults before she signs any document.
Good.
Mr. Carson has said that hundreds of times. It must be vital.
Aww. There comes a disturbance from the other side of the door.
Backup! We need backup! Emergency! A whole forest appeared in room 101.
Oh.
The material area. It's growing out of Timekeeper's suitcase.
Oh shit!
What are you talking about?
As I said, it's an emergency. The staff in room 102 and 103 are here to help.
Damn, Drew is nice.
A large number of branches came out of the suitcase. They can detect our positions and even attack us on their own.
Did you use Draco Drought?
Of course not. The room is full of inflammables. The whole floor would be burning now if we did. We used military chainsaws, but it's a drop in the bucket.
Military chainsaws, damn.
Fine, I'll go apply for a few more. Just wait for me there. Agatha, go help them out.
Roger that.
A forest is growing out of Miss Vertin's suitcase. Could it be Miss Druvis's great arcane skill? The guards are gone. Oh, I wish I could see that bizarre scene myself.
Click.
Huh? What's that strange sound?
Someone is breaking in. She lays her eyes on the shut door. The keyhole is rattling.
Is the door shaking?
Oh, is one of the plants trying to break through for her? The rattle visibly becomes stronger.
No, something is coming in.
The lock shakes so violently as if it were wrestling something invisible. Oh, yup! The newborn vine ruthlessly pierces through the lock, leaving the ladder hanging in the air like lifeless grapes. The air smells like fresh plant juice.
Wow. The lock is actually broken, which means I'm free to go. Hooray!
The door quietly opens, giving away to the outside world. The place outside has turned into a vigorous new world.
Wow. The seeds on the ground have all sprouted. What on earth is going on?
Druvis is literally sowing the seeds of chaos. I love it. She is baffled as she fiddles with the sprouts on the ground.
would have missed them if I didn't look carefully. Such a slender branch actually broke the lock. How marvelous! You are Miss Sotheby's hero!
Hey! How did you get out?
Plants? Flower power? She's violently pushed to the ground. Asshole!
Oof. That hurts! How rude you are! My potions are broken!
Uh-oh.
Did you conjure these plants? Stop them now!
Huh? What are you talking about?
She turns around to surprisingly find that these sprouts soaked in the potion, oh god, I knew it, are visibly getting thicker and stronger. Oh god.
Oh my.
Oh my indeed.
It's my quick growth potion for plants.
Oh my god, of course it is. Oh my god, of course it is. Sotheby, you goober. Twigs thicken into branches and more new branches come out from them. And new leaves, new sprouts. They crawl forward, forming a tree fortress around Sotheby. Huh.
What do you think you're doing? Stop them!
No way! Come on! Try and catch me again if you can!
Oh god, Sotheby. Alright then, what are we fighting? Is it guards again? Oh god, it is. Lawrence again? Elisha, Ellen, Hampton. Sullivan. Oh, he's an elite. Elite guard Sullivan. The Foundation guards are equipped with sophisticated gadgets. Sullivan was born left-handed. He practiced alone for a long time in order to be in line with the others. Damn, that's dedication, buddy. Lawrence, regular guard. Okay, he's the same guy as before. Josephine, regular guard as well. Josephine has guarded all kinds of guests. That's the same thing, okay. Elite guard Elisha, okay, you're new. Elisha's aim is as haphazard as a scattered field after wheat harvest. Fortunately, stun guns don't require much aim. Good for you. Ellen had you as well, and Hampton... Okay, had you as well. Alright.
Greetings.
Oh, he's bigger and buffer. New branches and green leaves will shelter you. All allies gain a shield, while plant allies gain one with double the amount. Oh! Ooh, that's neat. The woods always welcome their friends to come under their shelter while they keep out the ill-intentioned. This has been their way in the past, and it will stay the same in the future. Huh. Alright, can I see anything about the effect of the shield from here? I don't think I can, right? No. Here? Oh, I can. Shield that blocks damage. Okay, simple. Okay then.
Target confirmed.
Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won.
No extra secrets. Alright, moving on. The Forest Express. Oh, oh shit. Wait, go back. So from this with barely any kind of branches and trees to this. A full-on forest. Damn. No idea who that is. This is still Sotheby. Okay, I see other pawns in the back as well. Alright, let's see. To welcome the unexpected good luck, clean your chimney so it won't get stuck. I like that rhyme.
All right, here are 30 cans of Dr. Pepper, 20 bags of Happy Wedges, 11 bags of Bigfoot gummy, and a bottle of insect repellent for plants.
I was wondering who the other two were. Okay, it's X and Regulus. The Dr. Pepper immediately gives it away. Just as he... Oh my god.
Oh, good timing.
Just as he finishes the sentence, a heavy box falls through the chimney, weightily landing in the fireplace.
There may be a bit of ash on them, but the flavor and texture should still be fine.
Oh. The ash is killing me. That's way more than a bit.
I can't just carry them with me in broad daylight. Do you know how many procedures I've gone through just to pay you a visit? But how come you're locked in the same room? Since when has the Foundation become so benevolent?
They would like Captain to guide me to the right path, to join the Foundation. After all, Captain was already a member of them.
Yep, but I don't feel any difference in the benefits I get. At best, I could contact someone from the outside. And you're here. So, Texas Hold'em?
Nope.
That's not what I'm here for.
That look.
I've shown you the storm records these years. So, did you find anything?
You call it a record, but it's so brief that it only has start time and duration. I can't tell any pattern from that.
This apple believes that the storm, which happens randomly, does not conform to the self-adjusting nature of the universe.
Self-adjusting? Oh. Is that the theory you mentioned before? Something like, there should be someone who intervenes or improves the system in order to reduce the growth of the instability of the universe? For example, if the universe is a mooring rope, no, a bunch of ropes, there has to be a sailor who pulls the ropes to keep them in order, or something.
And let me guess, down the line, that's gonna be Vertin?
Sounds like the cosmology from centuries ago.
He doesn't seem keen on the theory, nor does he repel it. He just quickly spins on his heels without saying a word.
But your metaphor reminds me of Madame Z's research on string theory.
He literally said metaphor, and the only thing on my mind right now is metaphor refantatio, I swear. That game cannot come out sooner.
She advocates that the energy string is the most basic unit of the universe.
That the energy string is the most basic unit of the universe. Yeah, string theory.
Are you talking about Vertin's boss?
Boss? Well, if that's your definition of immediate supervisor, then yes. Madame Z was a scientist who studied in Britain before she joined the Foundation.
Ooh, bread and honey are the staff of life. That makes sense.
Well, it's not a good choice for most scientists. Recently, she has been promoted from the chief of the vice president's staff to a formal member of the committee. I guess she will spend even less time in the lab.
A sudden, violent bump comes from outside the door.
The whole building shakes. Did something hit it?
Let me see.
Holy shit. Is that Druvis? I guess it is. Damn. She looks way different. Sotheby's just along for the ride. Looking out the window, they see a giant oak cut down from its bottom, leaning on the hallway of the second floor. Among its ever-growing branches stands a familiar figure in a black dress, A young teenager with a hat, waggling and swaying on a branch, follows her. Summoned by a peculiar chanting, more and more trees grow up from the ground, stretch and spread in midair.
Is that Druvis? And Sotheby?
Also, I will not lie, from the live 2D sprite of Druvis, I did not think she has that long hair? Unless it was tucked away or some shit and I didn't notice. He's speechless. He turns around, looking serious.
What's this? Guys, I am not going to be dragged into a riot at this point.
Is that Druvis? What happened to her? Her new hairstyle is sort of cool.
Oh, okay, she's commenting on that, actually.
Captain, it's not the point.
Agreed. Not the point at all. I gotta go. If you want me to take part in such an event, my name should never be in the visitor log. Looks like the whole building will be your battlefield. Alright, good luck.
Peace?
Wait a minute. If we joined Druvis, what would happen?
What would happen? I'm not a prophet. But this is gonna be the best spot for protest. This building is the furthest one from the center of the Foundation. On the first and second floors are material rooms and research offices. Few staff stay here.
Uh-huh.
The room next to yours is the projection lab. It was used to control the slides projected in the lobby. That screen is gone now, but the transfer devices and circuits are still there. You know what? If you're going to protest, make it loud.
I like this guy.
It's been a long time since the Foundation had something this much fun.
He pulls out the one sleeve in Regulus's grip and quickly exits the room.
Miss Druvis,
Jesus.
is Vertin having a fight with the Foundation?
Aren't you guys having a fight with the Foundation right now?
Yes. We have a disagreement with the Foundation, Miss Sotheby. Vertin is seeking a limited freedom for us. Her aspiration is to restore the peaceful life before the storm.
Mm-hmm.
For the authorities, however, her aspiration and ambition are labeled as deviation and rebellion. We are thus tempted, alienated, and arrested unjustly.
Yep.
That's why we've been grounded all these days. So we're helping Vertin now. Is that right, Miss Druvis? I really feel like doing something for her. Just like what I'm doing right now. Standing brave on the tree.
Right. On the tree. We need to move forward. To move one step further. When we meet up with Regulus and Apple, our voices will be stronger, and more people will offer their help.
Mm-hmm.
I believe that when the day comes, we will be able to shake up the balance in the Foundation and tilt it to our side.
Shake up the balance. Wow. Maybe Vertin will come back herself by then. I got it. Now my goal is to make more potions so the trees can grow larger and larger.
Oh,
make
God.
them super large.
Oh, God.
This is going to be a protracted war of resistance. After we rescue Regulus, please maintain our territory of the woods with the rest of your potions, Miss Sotheby.
Sure, I will economize on them.
Economize on them, oh God.
Look, X is coming out of the room.
He left. It seems he has made his choice.
Not helping us or them. Well, at least no one is getting hurt from the boiling pot this time. Let me see. There are more guards at the door now. It seems everyone's there.
Perhaps they have guessed our next move. Regulus. Let's go. It's time to meet up with our companions.
Hell yeah.
Regulus must be bored to death just as I was.
Druvis raises her wand. As the chant goes on, her hair has become increasingly glistening gold. The orcs march on like waves, That skipped so quickly. The oaks march on like waves. Their bud scales keep growing, extending, chasing and overlapping each other, and their crowns shoot forward like missiles.
Everyone, get ready to engage!
Damn. Okay, well, you also have some special little thingy happening. Oh god, what the hell? Defender Clayton? A patrol defender of the Foundation, a professional and diligent officer. Clayton's mother must have looked forward to a bright future for her child. Of course, this was just a daydream. What? Lawrence again. General Officer Harold. A general officer of the Foundation, a reserved and cautious worker. Harold believes that nothing should be left to chance, so child locks are necessary for a shredder. This belief, of course, stems from personal experience. Of course it does. Sullivan again. Adesha? Or Adesha? Probably Adesha. Patroller defendant of the Foundation, a professional and diligent officer. With every brick and crevice under his watchful eye, Adesha sees patrolling as his calling. And Elisha. Okay.
This trial is mine, Judge.
That was certainly a choice. Agreed. Huh. Very well.
Faraday's miracle. And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
Lucy just said, get the fuck out. They left. In pieces. Ooh, achievement. Okay. There is also something here. What are you? Projector relay controller. To sort out the mess takes certain patience. Fix it, Felix. The power source of the repeater is disconnected for now. For the repeater to work again, please connect it to the power supply and make sure every capacitance is plugged into the circuit. Tap to change wire direction and help Regulus fix the repeater. Oh, you literally wanted me to click on that. Alright, also what do we have here? Rotate the circuits to connect all capacitors to the power source. If any circuits are connected incorrectly, a short circuit will happen. Okay, cannot click on anything here. Okay, so this is gonna be like the previous chapter with the escape route, I'm guessing. Let's see. Alright, that was it. Okay. I was like, wait, is that gonna... Yep. Alright, done. That was fun. Following the hissing noise of machine, the screen lights up. Okay, that was it. Neat. Moving on. The Pirate's Declaration. Oh boy. Regular's gonna do some shit now. Don't cut off power so quick, silly. You missed that song. Oh god, here we go. The receptionist is confirming the name list just submitted by the House of Integratus. The Vice President is coming her way. It's rare to see her picking up the files herself. But as the daily agenda tracker shows, the chance of the Vice President asking for this name list is 85%.
Do we have the candidate's name list? Show it to me.
Yes. Please wait a minute. It'll be prepared right away.
That's right. Thanks to the invention designed by Laplace Scientific Computing Center, everything here is highly controllable, efficient, and has logic within. The fingers of the receptionist lightly percuss the keyboard. She will be able to locate the files faster than ever. Suddenly, she freezes.
Why is the light on?
With a horrible prediction in her mind, she hesitantly turns to the wall with an open mouth and round eyes. This is war! This music. I'm gonna read this text in a second, it's auto-scrolling.
Warning! Warning! Everybody listen up. We have taken over the Foundation. Our demands are: release us, set Vertin free. You have 3 days. After that, we are...
Oh. Uh-huh. Thank you, game. Can you stop auto-scrolling? Thank you. Let's see. With a horrible prediction... Okay, yeah. Thus, a gigantic projection appears on the wall. An apple shows up in the blurry projection under such a poor resolution. It looks like a massive red alert. A sentence in a crooked font emerges beneath the giant pixel apple. The words are glaring. This is war. The receptionist cuts off the power, terrified. The lobby, which sees people striding in and stalking off all the time, now freezes in dead silence.
Madam, I didn't.
Holy shit, she's panicking.
What's the matter? Something wrong with the printer?
She is not phased at all. Expected that, I guess.
No. Oh, right. The candidate name list. Here you are.
She passed on the name list with a pale face.
Thank you. This is exactly what I need.
Constantine casts a quick look at the wall. The source of the disturbance has gone.
Sorry for the scene. Like others here, they also have the right to make their voices heard. It is the essential step for us to come to an agreement.
Yep, she expected that.
We will take care of this, don't worry.
Or he's maybe just playing it off, who knows. Might be one or two. But I'm more in line with she probably expected that. She smiles. As she does so, the people around her are visibly relieved and restored to life.
However, perhaps we should stop using the old projector. It may lead to accidents, don't you think?
Understood. I'll remove the transfer devices now.
She jumps up on her feet and salutes her. Constantine turns around and leaves. Oh?
Oh, bloody hell! How dare they cut off the power? This pirate has so much left to declare. Wimps, cowards, hypocrites!
You tell him.
I can't agree more. It is very rude to hang up before others finish their words.
This is not telephone, Miss Sotheby.
Still applies.
But of course, that's not the point.
Yep.
No matter what, we've communicated to them the most crucial requirements for negotiation. I'm sure they will respond to us properly.
I just want to take the chance to show our attitude. Taking over the radio station at the headquarters of the Foundation, it's a gas in the late hundreds of years.
It's a gas.
It would have been perfect if we could have another "you can't win" to close it out.
We could look around here to see if there's other broadcasting equipment. However, this apple does not recommend frequent provocation. Right now, it's more important to patrol the surroundings in case we are ambushed by the guards. Miss Druvis is forming abatis alone downstairs. Perhaps she needs our help.
Fine, you have a point. This pirate has decided to put off the plan to liberate the Foundation.
Almost reluctantly, she forces herself to stop looking at the radio.
Besides forming abbeties, what else do we need to do?
There's much to be done, Captain. Find water sources, transfer essential equipment, reserve enough food, set up multiple defenses in the woods, and arrange a duty schedule. Make sure someone is garrisoned outside the suitcase, while others are resting inside.
Well, I have the tomato and potato seeds from Ms. Druvis. We must plant them in the suitcase to guarantee food supply.
Tomato and potato?
Yeah?
All vegetables, no meat? Oh, they're meant for the piggies that grow my bacon.
Look.
When I was wandering the seas, at least I could have a grilled sea bass every day. I wonder what Vertin eats in rehab. Will she be hungry?
Oh, she's eating an IV drip. Probably. Someone's hungry.
Almost forgot about the goodies X-Scent. We'll definitely hang in there for a few more days with them. Sotheby, Mr. Apple, you go downstairs first. I'll meet up with you once I bring the box down there.
I will not lie. Her stomach growling made me now conscious that I'm starting to be hungry.
All right, we will meet you at the entrance. Stay safe.
Okay, that was it. There is something though, and it wants me to do it. So what do we have? A rating sheet left behind. You are surrounded by the clerks. Maybe they didn't catch your words just now. Say that. Okay. Oh, you can have helpers in the battle? Dependable defender, inflexible defender, and dependable defender. Okay, regular enemy is not even named. Oh, so this is gonna be all 4 people on the deck?
This trial is mine to judge.
Oh, no. It won't. Oh, this is one of those where it starts with... Yeah, okay. Oh well.
I hope you like a splash of red
I have never seen before. Sempre caro mi fu quest'ermo cole.
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Have I startled you? Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won.
Alright then. You have made your voice heard. You have made your point known. Snacks of the new era and the rockin' pirate. Rigabit yogurt bullets. Pink yogurt from Michigan which pops out like a bullet. Not so good as I thought it would be, but does feel novel. Well... 5.6 out of 10. Oh god, this is gonna be Regulus rating food from another era. Oh boy, cannot wait. K&K oatmeal breakfast bars. Actually a candy bar with little oatmeal. Not bad, I'll give it an 8. Kjelsen lager cookies? Alright, interesting name. Known for the rich butter within, it has a rough flavor of the lager style, which is exactly the opposite of the royal style. What does lager style mean? Dry and sawdust? I will put it in on the prohibited list of, of my ship, and it's never getting removed. 1 out of 10. Potato. What the hell is that name? That is the stupidest name, or the best name for potato chips. Anyway. Face chips. There are all kinds of facial expressions. It may look the same when deep fried. Too many crumbs. Can't taste the flavor of potato. Barbecue with mustard flavored. Well, acceptable. 4.5 out of 10. Cheetah's amazing seeds. Puffed snack. Cheese. Suriname? I'm not sure for that word, but okay. Cheese Suriname toad jam flavored. When your product is buried in soil but can't grow into anything after 3 days of watering 24 times in total, by the way, you'd better not put the word seed in its name. 0. Check out this big 0. That's a mood. Alright. Seen only again, huh? Anything hidden away? Or just this guy. This random NPC there. Alright. Huh? Let's see. Both sides of the table. Divide a circle into half. Each curve has its own direction.
There is no need to hold an emergency meeting for this.
Interesting. The entire board, I guess. Okay.
Such declaration of war without tactic or plan B is typical example of Arcanist behavior. The area they controlled has no value at all, no matter in terms of the size or the influence.
You guys are very casual about this.
Well, the administration department has not taken official actions yet.
Oh, you are 100% German.
I heard the plan was to dispatch a team to escort them to the School of Discipline.
Problem solved then.
The books of case files are closed as the chairs squeakingly scratch the floor. The attendants of the meeting stand up.
Next time, if Vertin brings back more unregistered Arcanists, will the same thing happen again?
Madame Z stands still where she was. The committee member stops by the door and slowly turns back to her.
I don't understand. It's not a shame to join the Foundation, is it? By signing the agreement, Arcanists will enjoy the right to use arcane skills in human society and be bestowed great honor. The Human Resource Department could have used the whole floor to hold the applications a dozen years ago. Not even the New Age movement could challenge the Foundation's authority in the international community. And these short-sighted exceptions, they aren't even worth being made a topic for the meeting.
Yet, they're not here for the St. Pavlo Foundation. They're here for Vertin. They choose to follow her out of their own will because of their admiration for her. That is the essential difference between them and our former recruits.
You mean it's not important at all for them to join the Foundation?
I'm afraid so. But we can't expel them. We both know that the Foundation now requires new members to form a stronger force.
What are you trying to say, Miss Z? Skip to the point.
She returns to her seat, sits down.
Today, the House of Integratus has resubmitted a revised draft of Storm Reformation, Manpower and Discipline.
Sits down and opens the folder again.
I think it's time to decide if this draft can be adopted, and then start a debate.
You are asking for troubles, madam.
Also, these two have full body sprites and full portraits. Are they gonna be named?
Please turn to page 21, section 3. External personnel recruited by the Timekeeper should be placed within the Timekeeper's department. The Timekeeper has the duties of education and discipline to them, and should be responsible for their follow-up behaviors. Personnel within the Timekeeper's department, subject to the Foundation Staff Code, will take orders from the Timekeeper and are not required to take direct orders from the Foundation. This section allows those unregistered Arcanists to have more autonomy and develop a stronger sense of identity as a part of the Foundation. Meanwhile, by giving orders to the Timekeeper, the Foundation still has the military right to deploy them. It can solve the current problem.
Which means we will be working with some uncontrollable mercenaries.
And that's bad for you?
I'll say it's the reserve service for wartime.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. What happened when the Arcanists were not under control? Massacres, tyranny, endless revenge. History is nothing but a sewer to them, where they vent their excessive energy and deceive those in power with a speech of ignorance. The reality has proven that.
Exactly. What's more, there has never been a reform as such in the history of the Foundation. During the unexpected storm, reforming in a rush will only increase the
Oh.
Sorry for being late.
And she's here. Okay, yeah, I've gathered. People are afraid of Arcanists, and they think Arcanists should be put under surveillance. Makes sense. Of course, Arcanists are super powerful compared to normal humans. Oh, damn. Constantine strides into the meeting room, throwing her folder on the table.
Quite a heated discussion. I can see you all have a great interest in this draft proposal. Hope I didn't miss too much.
Nah, you're fine. Go home. Or I guess you cut up our home. Weird. Oh. Okay. Oh, we have that, and we have this. Okay, let's see. A determined visitor. The guardians wandering around the edge of the woods won't give trying to invite you back to the big white house. Reject them. Okay, so yeah, they're coming back to try and get our group out of there. Common guard and ordinary guard. Okay, nothing special here. Anything special on the battle itself? No. So, let's do this.
Noble or lowly, sin shall
Eliminate target. Target confirmed.
Using troops.
Rejected. At the moment, you are not too keen on accepting any invitations. You feel comfortable and free in the woods. Yeah, I know that unlocked, but hold on. We have a thingy here. Time for the gravelly voice.
Sounds of different colors go into your left ear and slip out from your nostrils. Just like a toboggan sliding down a soft piste from a cabin up the mountain to the finishing line at the foot, leaving nothing but excitement that doesn't even last.
Well, I'm guessing that is probably the correct way to say it in some other language, but in Croatian that would be toboggan. Spelled with one G or one G. But yeah, okay. Also, toboggan just translates to slide. Like a slide in like a child's parkour. You know what I mean. Anyway, your opening line sucks. So, a vacation? I'm ready. Sure.
Yes, you're always so clever, with an excellent sense of humor.
Thank you.
Now take all the cold-proof equipment you've got. The view is good here, but it's still dangerous as you're climbing a snow mountain after all.
Uh-huh.
I'm sure you have noticed it. Between the glacier and the valley, between the snow mountain and the lake, stands a great building we're all familiar with.
Yeah?
Close your eyes and feel the patterns of interlaced gray and white, The flow of the building, so balanced and symmetrical, is like a sophisticated symphony with beautiful melody. That may be your first impression of the Foundation. After that committee meeting, however, all I could see on your face was a terrible mess, like it was licked by a terrier which had just finished hunting.
What?
What the f are they talking about? Who can explain their relations for me? Good question. In this lonely, whirling, dark universe, I'm the only one who is willing to tell you all these stories on the cold bench in the park.
Thank you. So what functions does the Foundation have? Who is the boss of the Foundation? So what functions does the Foundation have?
Countless. Oh man, you gotta understand. An international political institution with great ambition is bound to make troubles, and make up for them. The House of Integratus and the Committee are in charge of lawmaking, not just in the Foundation, but in countries and even in the global society. Any affairs related to the human Arcanist relationship will be brought to their table, and they will handle each of the affairs with their properly manicured but muscle-torn hands. Through the folds in their brains, people set this reasonable rule. Delegates of the House of the Integratus are elected to take responsibility for their constituencies. As busy as bees, they submit countless proposals to the committee every year. Then the committee will choose one lucky proposal and send it to the next step. All the committee members would gather to debate and vote for the proposal, like what happened in a medieval fair. Many would show up in the fair. There would be political parties, a moderator, dozens of expert groups, each with a different standpoint and goal. It's like a mental boxing modern version. We will have to wait while listening to the war of words. After dozens of days or even months, we will finally get to see who wins the championship belt.
Alright.
After this stage, the final result depends on the White Marble House. They seldom express their opinions, but they will, sometimes.
Are there more?
Oh, yes, yes. Look how polite you are when you ask that question. Like I'm some high school student working part-time in a mall selling local socks to you.
That was very specific.
And I'd be very nice and tell you, of course. We must not ignore the other administration departments of the Foundation, as well as the headquarters poor branches located in different countries, and the Humanitarian School of Primary Defense of Mankind that works like a poorhouse.
That's a good point. This is just a branch. There are multiple of these all across the globe.
Remember, the Foundation is managing the whole world. Of course, they need some rules that are hard to understand. So the wise will be wiser, and the silly will be sillier, while those in the middle will show an innocent smile when they die.
Oh, you silly Billy.
Humans are experts on these things. My stupid Arcanist, don't just complain. Learn to see what they are after, okay? Catch the unspoken drifts between the lines, so one day you will understand. Life is like a ride on the toboggan.
Alright. Interesting analogy, buddy. Okay. Oh. Again, only cutscene. Man, that's a lot of... Yeah, that's a lot of stages that are just cutscenes. That's very interesting. This is a very story-heavy chapter. A wandering dog. Ears low, tail down, she sidles back to the shadow of the house. Okay, Sonetto. Not sure. Arboyo. Let's see. Let's see what is happening here.
We are on page 21, section 3. Ms. Z insists on adopting this draft. Ms. Z, please, walk Madame Constantine through this section.
No need for that. I've read the stenographer's report. In fact, this is the second time I'm addressing this proposal. Considering the Integratus has been very determined to its submission, I believe many delegates must have a burning interest in the case. At least it's worth some discussions. Pedra, why do you oppose it?
Pedra, is this gonna be the blonde lady?
The rise of
Oh, no, never mind.
has caused the Arcana world to gradually break free from the Foundation. Therefore, we need to monitor what our Arcanists think and control what they do in a stricter manner, in case they go too far. Manus Vindictae has a subversive slogan. Their influence has been getting bigger since the first storm. So has the scale of their infiltration. In the Walden incident of 1929, we were given away in advance. It probably had something to do with the infiltration.
Very well. A point worth discussion. But it is not relevant to our subject here and now. Stenographer, please take down the point Mr. Rosa just made. That will be the subject of our meeting in the 3rd week. Katz, what do you think?
Oh, she says it cats, not cuts.
The expectations of our constituencies are on our shoulders.
Okay, considering she sounds German, I'm gonna go with cuts.
Fear of the Arcanists has grown due to the attacks by Manus Vindictae in many regions.
Especially because it sounds like the short form for the German word for cat, which is Katze.
It's not ideal for us to implement the peace policy and promote the arcane technology. To maintain the Foundation's reputation, we have to start with the registered Arcanists, strengthen the regulations, and show the public that Arcanists are reasonable and trustworthy. That is why I am opposed to the draft.
Inspiring.
That is all she has to say to that. Inspiring. She stands up, pacing around in the meeting room.
However, what a shame. None of you have realized the key factor in this subject. What is the key element that decides whether this proposal will be approved or not? Manus Vindictae? The constituents? No. It's far simpler than those. It's Vertin.
Oh, Z is speechless.
According to the proposal,
Or taken aback, rather.
Vertin will become the only tie between these unregistered Arcanists and the Foundation. As the number of Vertin's field missions increases, she will inevitably get in touch with more and more unregistered Arcanists.
Are you gonna let her do that?
That is to say, outside the Foundation's jurisdiction, a group of people is getting stronger each day. An armed force. Her attitude towards the Foundation will be the key to all the issues.
Vertin received her education in SPDM from an early age. She has a clear tendency.
Yes, that's what I think. That's also why I have asked someone who can provide a valid argument on the issue to join us. You may come in, Sonetto.
Yeah, I was about to say she's gonna call in Sonetto. Oh. Z keeps being taken aback by everything Constantine is doing. Z, at this point you should know that that woman is literally 10 steps ahead of everybody. Except maybe Vertin. The door is pushed ajar. Sonetto enters the room, humbly and prudently. Her uniform seems to have changed a little. Oh?
Good day, Madam Vice President. Greetings to all committee members.
Oh,
May the peace be with us.
She's wearing this outfit. Okay.
The Timekeeper is still in treatment. Before she is restored to health, I appoint you to take care of all the relevant matters on her behalf.
Oh, you bitch.
Copy that.
Now, I will ask you some questions. Please answer them truthfully.
Oh, how is this gonna go?
Clear.
Based on your observation, do you or do you not think the Timekeeper has been loyal to the Foundation?
Of course. All the students of the School of Primary Defense of Mankind are devoted to the peace of mankind. We have pledged lifelong allegiance to the Foundation that leads the cause.
That's not what I'm asking.
Yeah, she's trying to circumvent the answer.
Let's put it differently. Why do you think Vertin would provoke other students to rebel when she was in school?
I do not know. I'm sorry.
Curiosity.
After the incident of the storm, why would Vertin show reluctance to invite the unregistered Arcanists to join the Foundation?
Because,
At one point in her negotiation with the Manus Vindictae, Vertin has agreed to join them. What do you think her true intention was?
To save some asses? Or rather, because she couldn't say something. That was her only way out.
That'll be enough. I believe we all have our answers by now.
Madam Vice President, according to our investigation of the event in 1929 and Timekeeper's report, it is highly possible that Arcana of Manus Vindictae has the arcane power to influence the sanity and consciousness of others from a certain distance. She is able to exert an irresistible psychic influence on others through short conversations. Timekeeper was under huge threats at that time. I think all of her responses were out of her survival instinct. This is also one of the survival strategies that have been taught in Chapter 1, Book 3 of Introduction to Strategy, edited by the School of Primary Defense of Mankind.
I see. You may leave the room now.
Aww. Sonetto's eyes turn red. Aww.
We appreciate the information you just added. You've always been an excellent student. We are very proud of you. Now, it's time to leave and rest.
Copy that.
Aww. She leaves the room as instructed. Silence fills the room.
What a controversial issue. What's your view on this, Miss Z?
Madame Z stands up. She takes her time before speaking.
In my point of view, Vertin does have doubts about current system. But doubts doesn't mean disloyalty. In fact, if we want to further expand the staff to contend against the Manus Vindictae, we need flexible management. Apply customized standards to Arcanists with different backgrounds and different training objectives. Through this, not only can we remove the doubts of Vertin, but also ease the tension between the Foundation and other unregistered Arcanists.
Constantine squints at her.
You've been very thoughtful. Carry it out, then.
Oh. The stenographer pauses out of surprise. She looks up at Constantine, seeking confirmation from the look on her face. The stenographer quickly regains her composure and starts typing. Pass. Damn. She actually said yes to it. Oh, that is making things interesting. So she's playing along. Now, is this still inside of her chess game that she's playing with Vertin on the board, or is she also a bit maybe troubled by that? Anyway, a troublesome neighbor. They are noisy, aggressive, and many. Ask them to leave. Critters. Okay.
Program activated.
Yep, critters. Every wall has a hole. When a character is attacked by enemies with a stronger afflatus. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full. Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Battles have little meaning, save for the prizes to be won.
Cactus, dead. The woods cannot shelter everyone. Some have to seek themselves a new home. Sailing at night, huh? Okay. Sonetto. And nothing else standing out. Also, I see you hopping there in the corner. Gimme, gimme, gimme. I need all of that. I'm short on resources. Well, certain ones. Oh? Oh, I know why it's doing it. Alright, it reconnected. Basically, it's a new day, everybody. But yeah, anyway. Sailing at night. I've seen you when we were two boards, side by side, drifting on the sea. Uh-huh.
Table de divination en argent, soie blanche, perles trempées dans de la rosée du soir.
Oh boy. Silver divination stand, white silk, pearls soaked in night dew.
De quels autres objets occultes ai-je besoin?
What else lunar materials do I need?
Bien, voyons voir quelle quantité d'encens et de myrrhe il me reste.
Alright, let me see how much... Frankincense? Frankincense, okay. Let me see how much frankincense and myrrh are left.
Super, c'est juste ce qu'il me fallait.
Cool, just the quality I need. Matilda immerses herself in the work on the desk. She checked the installment of the curtains repeatedly, making sure the moonlight will precisely shed on the orb. A low noise is growing in a vessel not far away from her, but she has no clue at all.
Ok, tout est prêt. Coupe à encens. Où est ma coupe à encens?
Okay, all set. Incense basin, my incense basin. Okay, she's singing. She turns around. The incense basin falls, making a hollow sound on the stomach. Ow! A pair of pointy ears emerge from behind the basin.
Encore toi, petit lutin divinatoire.
You again, annoying divination sprites.
Tu ne me voleras rien aujourd'hui, pas cette fois.
You're not stealing anything from me this time. They're just having fun. Our attitude doesn't bother these transparent creatures at the moment. Unlike any ordinary critters who always act in a group, only one or two of them are more than enough to get people in trouble. Their thin, slim hands grab hold of the edge of the silver incense basin. They are flying towards the window.
Hé! Où t'en vas-tu avec mon pot? Reviens!
Where are you taking my basin? Stop it! She jumps up the windowsill and grips the other edge of the basin.
Il semblerait que tu aies besoin d'une bonne leçon pour te faire comprendre pourquoi c'est mal de faire ça.
Jesus Christ. Looks like you need a good lesson to understand why you shouldn't do this.
Attends voir.
We didn't see.
Et ce qui arrive quand on se moque de Mademoiselle Matilda Boigny.
Oh my god. I'll let you know the consequences of messing with Miss Matilda Boigny. This chick is too much. Oh, new enemies actually. Divination spirit. Sorry, sprite. I keep saying spirit. A sprite chasing after lights and fragrance. They are sly and agile. Defense is well nigh impossible for them. They will do anything to defend the spice box stolen from you. Prankster at heart. When a round starts, gain never-ending riot. After the caster takes damage from enemies of a stronger afflatus 3 times, dispels never-ending riot. Never-ending riot when the caster takes lethal damage, HP plus max HP times 30%, and lose all moxie. Only triggers 1 time. Ah. Okay.
Program activated.
Their faces are cute, but goddamn their hands. Recommended. The sprites will revive. Check the enemy's details and try to counter their revival ability with stronger afflatus. Okay. Try to attack them all simultaneously to prevent them from receiving buffs from a large HP difference. Okay. Enemy AP +1. Alright.
Agreed. Loading. Huh. Very well.
Gonna prep for later rounds.
Target.
Oh, it's also only 1 wave, no additional waves. Ow.
I hope you like a splash of red.
I do like me a splash of red.
Agreed.
A tooth for a tooth.
Close your eyes. It will all be over soon. Have I startled you?
Pay for thy sins with thy blood.
Show. Damage.
That's fine. Oh, because she is... Okay. Oh, never mind. No. I was looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at this and accidentally moving into this. Okay. Well... Buff you up.
That was certainly a choice.
It was a choice. Combine you for later.
Charging.
Hit everything.
Our blood will burn.
The light that illuminates all.
Owie. Owie. Owie! Okay then.
Loading.
An eye for an eye. Atop the scale of justice.
Eliminate target.
Okay.
The law is above all else.
Nice.
Resistance is futile.
Ugh, rotten luck.
Reinforce that. Let's see. Nice. There we go. Alright then. Get rid of you. Oh wait, actually.
Agreed.
Buff you specifically, but everybody gets buffed anyway.
Off thou
Do that, and that should be it.
Very well.
Thou shalt make an atonement for thy sins in full.
The light that illuminates all.
Up, that's it.
And now to return to my long-term mission. Rest.
Rest. How's Matilda doing? The silver basin falls to the floor, knocking a shallow crater on it. These sprites are crawling under the window, looking flabby and weak. Apparently they have taken quite a shock. Matilda picks up the basin and wipes out the dust.
It's me! Me!
Oh my god. He who laughs last laughs best. Huh? They burst out an incomprehensible curse, sneaking away from the window with drooping wings on their backs.
Sale petit voyou. Je suis crevé.
These troublemakers. I'm exhausted.
Il est tard. Oh, Dieu merci, je n'ai pas loupé la marée haute.
It's kinda late. Thank goodness I didn't miss the high tide. Hurriedly, she starts to restore the order on the desk.
Préparez les accessoires.
Set the props.
Je ne dois pas me laisser distraire à nouveau. La divination requiert toute ma concentration et mon énergie.
I can't be distracted again. Divination takes my full attention and energy. However, there's a knock on the door.
La marée haute causée par la lune sera bientôt là.
Oh, she doesn't hear it.
Voyons voir. Elle devrait commencer vers 20h45.
The high tide caused by the moon is coming. Let me see. Estimated to start at 20:45.
Il reste 3 minutes.
3 minutes to go.
Je dois purifier la sphère occulte quand la marée commencera à monter si je veux que la divination soit exacte.
Gotta purify the orb when the high tide starts to make sure the divination is correct. The knock comes again. Matilda frowns.
Allons. Calme-toi. Voici le moment clé. Qui que ce soit, je ne dois pas être distraite.
Calm down. This is a key moment. Whoever it is, I must not be distracted.
Bon. Concentration.
Alright, focus.
Yeux fermés, bien concentrés. Imaginons mon corps montant et descendant au rythme de la marée, béni par la lune.
Eyes closed, focus. Imagine my body rising and falling alongside the tide under the blessing of the moon.
Elle se trouve de l'autre côté de la mer, attendant que je la trouve.
And she's on the other side of the sea, waiting for me to find her.
Voilà le moment de brûler l'encens.
Time to burn the incense.
Apparaît dans la sphère occulte, sonnez!
She's at the door anyway. Show yourself in the orb, Sonetto.
Matilda, are you there?
You idiot.
Mais quoi, qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What is going on?
I'm sorry, but I think I heard your voice. I need to ask you a favor.
Jesus Christ, Matilda. Her voice sounds different, exhausted, almost rusty, as if it were coming out from an old cassette. She was probably crying.
Coming! Wait a minute! I'm busy! with their anti-patient!
Jesus Christ. In a great panic, she pulls up the silk, covers the orb, and sticks the both of them into a corner of the couch. The door opens. They both stand inside the door frame, toe to toe, blocking each other's way. As they awkwardly try to move, they go up and retreat in the same direction, as if this were a tango tutorial. Matilda eventually steps back and lets Sonetto in.
Now, tell me your request. What brings you to the bright and intelligent Mademoiselle Boisnichel this time?
He's about to smooch you. Well, maybe if you were this Timekeeper. Anyway, Sonetto forces a smile on her face.
Could you please read the future for me?
Yeah. She's sad. Matilda sees something she has never seen before on Sonetto's face. Oh. They sit down by the orb. Mirth is quietly burning next to them.
Alright, now it's a good time to ask the moon for help. Clean your hands in the silver pot and put them on mine. Okay, now sit opposite me and gaze into the orb. Okay.
She does what she is told. She sees nothing but a clear whiteness in the orb.
Are you here to confess, to interpret a dream, or to seek the prophecy of the crystal? I am here to confess, and to seek the prophecy. Tell me about the vision in your heart. The vision?
She looks at the orb. Oh, it's getting foggy. The shape of the sphere becomes blurry and gradually fades out in her sight.
I see myself falling. There are 2 broken decks. They were originally one piece. Every time I get closer to one deck, the other one sinks.
Huh.
People on it will fall with it. I can feel the coldness of the deep water and the pains when they struggle. Are you sad about it? I feel fear. I see. Which deck would you like to approach intuitively? Can you recognize the people on them?
Yeah, one deck symbolizing the one with Vertin and everybody else, probably the other one being the institution. And she's wavering who she should support.
There is something bright on that deck, just like Timekeeper and Druvis. It is warm there.
Yep.
You are attracted to it subconsciously. It guides the way of your heart. What about the other? The other deck makes me feel comfortable, as if I have spent a long time there.
Yeah, attachment to one's home.
I can trace back every step I take. Perhaps that symbolizes your senses.
Familiarity.
Sonetto, are you having trouble making a choice?
Yep.
I can see the conflict between your instinct and senses. I heard you attended the committee's meeting today. Anything happened? I said something wrong. I was not properly prepared. I was unable to help Timekeeper and Druvis. Instead, I created a deeper misunderstanding.
No, Sonetto, against that shrewd asshole. You had a tough job there.
What choice should I make to resolve their conflict? Stalemate like that really scares me.
Matilda can't find a word. She sits there frozen, covering Sonetto's wrists with her palms.
The bright deck seems closer and larger.
Have you ever thought about following your heart? Sonetto, maybe you can try following your instinct for once. Maybe something unexpected will happen.
Is Matilda gonna be the MVP of this?
I tried. 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
I let them go. That was the worst decision I have ever made.
Oh, that is a good sentence right now. Yeah, that best describes her. She's basically mentally in a lockdown of fearing of making a big choice like this again. Cause the last time she did it, the other kids vanished in the rain. They were literally dissolved by the storm. Ooh, I like this. Yeah, that's why she's so conflicted about everything. Like, she more than likely wants to just join the Timekeeper's side, but she's afraid if she does so, that it's gonna result in something similar or even worse. Yes. This is good. Sonetto's hands are on the orb again.
I am ready. Please tell me the right choice.
Oh?
Okay.
As the chaotic snowflakes disappear, the shape of the orb is becoming blurry again. Crystals emerge in thin air. One after another, they build up a symmetrical and balanced ship. Everything has its trace to follow, its logic to function.
The reality has shown itself. Take the path you have already taken. Walk the way you have already walked. You shall benefit from listening to the voice in your mind, as it is not yet time to dock.
Listen to the voice in my mind. I see. I should not have hesitated. Thank you, Matilda. Your divination is very helpful. My mind is very clear now.
Yeah. Of course you should thank me. You should have known the resourcefulness of Mademoiselle Matilda Boanish much earlier.
This little goober is gonna be the MVP of this story. For pushing Sonetto on the right path.
For your information, those seeking my help must make an appointment at least 15 days before the divination. Otherwise, they won't even get to see me.
Blushing.
You were very serious during the divination. Even your tone was different from usual.
She was being professional.
However, I am more familiar with the way you talk now. It reminds me of our time at school.
Matilda stands there, transfixed. Sonetto waves at her and walks out of the room.
Thank you for making time for me, Matilda. If you need my help next time, please let me know. Good night.
The door is carefully closed behind her. Uh-huh. She gonna explode? Oh, she kept it in for so long. Damn. Okay. Do we have any special things on the map? We do. A question mark. Divination beginner. You see blurry silhouettes in the crystal orb. Read the sign. Oh, whoa. Spin the orb to see Sonetto's mind. What the hell? Oh, this is interesting. Hey, there we go. Okay. Maybe it is a glimpse of what will happen in the future, or it is just another shadow in the orb. Huh, that was cute. That was a neat little minigame. Alrighty then. Sweet apple. Alrighty then, but I think this episode has gone on for long enough, and I think this is where we're gonna be cutting it for today. Definitely shaping up interestingly. I do wonder how this chapter is gonna end. I mean, it's definitely gonna end with Vertin finally probably waking up. I mean, she's kind of the MC, right? So she should be back by the end of this chapter properly. But I do wonder how this whole situation is fully gonna be resolving itself. But considering that Constantine said that she's approving the whole thing, I guess they're all gonna go under... all the Arcanists that Vertin is recruiting essentially are gonna be under her umbrella. And she will probably think that she's controlling. I think really now that Vertin is really just trying to get people together for whatever she is planning. There is probably something more to this. There's probably gonna be a flashback. I don't know if it's gonna be in this chapter or not, but there's probably either gonna be a flashback or someone is gonna talk about what else transpired after those kids disappeared in the storm all those years ago. Because Vertin definitely came to some conclusion or some plan or whatever to deal with everything. I wouldn't put it past her. She's a smart cookie. She's a smart little cookie. But anyway, like I said, this will be it for this part. Next time we're gonna continue and see how far we get. I don't know if this chapter has as many notes as the last one. So we'll see. This is definitely a bit more denser when it comes to story compared to compared to the previous one. So we'll see how far we get next time. But yeah, like I said, next episode is gonna be probably a bit delayed. If not delayed, then it's gonna be out on Saturday. But already told you guys, so you know. But anyway, thank you very much for watching and listening, and yeah, if you like this, please consider leaving a like on it. It would help me out a lot. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more, and lots more. There's gonna be definitely lots more. And yeah, if you want to help me out even more and the channel itself, there are memberships available. And as always, no video will be behind a membership. And thank you very much for all the members that are already supporting and have chosen to become one of we many. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you have a fantastic day wherever you are, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, bye bye.